starting out and one for his music, I could tell he was the more experienced one, and that was at the time. You know what I mean? He's everything about him was just hard.
So what were they
And
saying to you about that interview when you done it?
oh, like the people?
Like the haters or whatever flack you get from it.
Oh, they just said I was an awkward cunt, and like,
The-
some of them got reported. I didn't make it on YouTube. They're telling me to kill myself and like crazy shit. But I read every single comment because it's back to the point of like building mental artillery, because I know one day I'm gonna get more hate than that, and I need to deal with that.
100%.
You know what I mean? So I just like, don't delete your YouTube. Like,
Yeah.
read it. So I did. I read almost every comment. But yeah, it was more so during the interview where initially it was uncomfortable, because this is also a guy that's in jail, and I'm from a private school. You know what I mean?
You know, two different worlds, eh?
Two different worlds, completely. Now it's a bit different. I feel more accustomed, and I'm 20, a lot older.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was definitely different, to say the least, for sure.
Mm.
I reckon it was uncomfortable as well as it was like rewarding. It was the first time I met with like a big artist producer.
Yeah.
It's like out of your comfort zone. I met Celly14 when I had like 400-500 followers. He's Leroy's producer and a bunch of others. Doja Cat, Weekend.
He's heavy in the scene, eh?
Heavy in the scene, and he basically said like, you're a sick cunt and you're gonna do cool shit.
Yeah.
Which is also the most rewarding thing. Because at that point, I knew that if he said it, then I've got every reason to do it. Like, I can't give up by that point.
Yeah.
I'd have no reason to give up. And there was no doubt in my mind that I'd do something big. But getting a DM from him when you're like 16 years old and you got to go from school to there, it's like, uncomfortable as fuck.
So what, like, when they were going hard at you in the comments, that he just kind of came in and be like, keep your head up and shit?
Oh, no, this was a separate incident.
Oh, yeah?
Like, the Celly14 DM was like young. When I first started. Celly was like 2 years later.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that were big moments for me. Everything that Blood Juicers had that's been like a big moment for the page, I have felt uncomfortable.
Bro, what about dealing with, like, we probably talked about it before, ungrateful people, like...
Yeah, I get that sometimes.
Like, they tell you to post this after the
They
game
didn't even
followers.
say please.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you get, yo.
Yeah.
And then, hey, bro, check this out. And then they'll send you some shit. And, like, let's say you post it. After they gain some followers, they hit you up with some bullshit about some bullshit about some bullshit.
Yeah.
They try to, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You get one of those?
It's always bullshit that's about bullshit, man.
Yeah, bro.
And then they like say, "Oh, remember when we did this?" No. Like,
Yeah.
I don't remember none of that. It made me see people differently, and it made me treat people with less naiveness. I was more skeptical after that. Well,
You get paranoid, eh? You're like, is this kind of going to use me again?
yeah, you do. You really do. That's
You know?
why successful people hang around successful people. Other than wanting to better themselves, it's also because people want to see you downfall.
It gets isolating, eh?
It does. And you also do it to yourself, because I feel like especially people in our field of work, not many people do it. You know what I mean? Like, as in cover media. And so when you're the only guy with the camera and you only got this vision, it's isolating in general. Like, everyone around you, not just music scene. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And people, like, expect heaps from you, bro. Like, they expect you to, like...
Yeah, just because you're media.
To take care of everything. You know?
Yeah.
It's like, bro, I just got my fucking camera. Like,
hard. But
I'm not responsible for... You know?
I also understand that I'm not one... Like, I can't have everything. And
Yeah.
I'm the one that set this business up. And I can understand why, for some people, I'm the go-to. You know what I mean?
Yo.
That's just, like, how you've presented yourself and how you work, basically. So I get it. I think eventually you get accustomed to it, and there's more and more things that become comfortable, you know, and that's just one of them.